Welcome again to Colored Adventures. It's Sonia here and Lawrence in the back. And today we are with Daron Bandeira.
Pleasure connecting with you.
So Daron,
Yes.
tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so I'm a photographer,
Yes.
travel and lifestyle photographer, content creator,
Yeah.
also art director, and I've been creating content for the last 8 to 10 years in different perspectives in art and music and photography. I run a platform called Afro Bougie, which I created to support African artists because I felt like we were not being given the avenue to publish.
Yes.
So it was one of the most to create a platform to actually support artists so they can get published, so they do some work and get their work on board. So yeah, I'm a traveler, full-heartedly, and then a content creator, freestylist also.
He's wild. He's wild. We've already hanged out, for a few hours, and it's just amazing how watching him just see things completely different from how we see it, and it's just really, really inspiring us. So what brings you to Stone Town, Tanzania, Zanzibar, whatever you want to...
Yes.
Yes.
Basically what brought me here is the need to create, the need not to just be a simple person, the need not to just be a simple creator. You know, for me, it's all about location. It's all about places. It's all about what you can see and how it would inspire you. And if you can transfer that into your work, it gives you a whole different perspective. And then people see dimension and depth in your work. For me, it's all about the depth in your work. If you're able to take it to the next level, then people see that yes, the passion is there. Not only the passion, but you are actually willing to walk and actually get to the dreams. You know, so this is the main thing that brought me here. I'm here to create lifestyle content, beautiful content to both mix people, from dark-skinned people to white people, just a mix of general content that you normally don't see a photographer from the continent creating. So that was the inspiration. The inspiration for me coming here was to break that gap and then also inspire a whole lot of African photographers that we have content here.
Absolutely.
And we can create it. We have the vision, the ideas, the knowledge to make these things happen. So that is what brought me here. It's just I'm at a point where I feel like I need to maybe break something, you know, get a middle so that people can also walk on, hopefully.
Yeah. And I think that you're definitely on that path, and you're hungry. I feel the hunger. I feel the hunger. If we can just talk a little bit about, so yesterday we did a shoot of me and Lawrence having dinner.
Yes.
Up.
Yeah, with an amazing view.
Yeah, with an amazing view.
Yes.
So what inspired you to, why did you want that shot?
Yes. Basically, when you flip through magazines, I'm a magazine person. I started from a magazine background, so that gave me all my knowledge. When you flip through them, you realize that all the pages, they do create these things, dining and then dining at the sunset, but it's never, a mixed couple, or it's always a full, white couple, and then it's never even a black, two black couples. It's never happened. So basically, I was thinking from the magazine perspective. If you wanted to do a cover of a magazine that says enjoy your holidays or get experience or welcome to Zanzibar, I wanted to look like a moment where two people are just sitting together and making a toast to good life, to making a toast to love, making a toast to that alone attracts people to look at that page. So that was the main inspiration, was just creating that moment that you don't see usually with mixed couples, and then also at the same time creating that moment, because I'm already thinking about where I want to share my content, and then if I look at the platform that I want to share it on, I want them to see that difference and that diversity in work.
I so look forward to that. Social media, there's a lot of beauty in it.
Yes.
Okay, you can get inspired, you can inspire other people, but at the same time, there's a whole lot of comparison. People constantly comparing themselves. Oh, this person is better than me and all that kind of stuff. How do you deal with that? How do you still, get inspired and inspire other people without getting so caught up in the whole comparison game?
Yes.
Yes.
I'll answer this question in two dimensions. First of all, social media made me. Social media made who I am, my being, my knowledge, my mind, my research. Everything is based on social media. It was the platform that came to us that allowed us creatives to have something to share for the world to see. And then because of that, kudos to Facebook, Mac, the Instagrammers, everyone for creating these platforms, for making this happen. And then on the other side, in terms of comparison, and then looking at other people's work. I mean, if you're busy with creating yourself, you don't necessarily think about other people. If you're busy being fulfilled with yourself, you don't necessarily think about what other people are doing. You know, for me personally, I feel like everybody is a huge pond, and we can all eat from it. So so you don't necessarily have to look at anybody's work or what the person is doing. You know, even you guys can even create the same thing, and then yours might be a different idea or a different perspective.
Yes.
So it is a big pond. We are all eating from it. So there's no need to be jealous of what other people are doing, what they're moving, like what the pressures of social media. I cut the pressure. So if I can't take it, I unfollow the person probably. Maybe.
Same here. Unfollow the person if they're making you not feel good.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
You need to be inspired, not feel jealous. Yes.
Exactly. And then also everything is in its time, you know. June might not be yours, but then work towards December, you know.
Right.
This is the whole idea that I'm working with. I'm working with, okay, fine. I'm here, I'm home, I can't take pictures, that's fine.
Yeah.
But I can work towards December. And then in December I do mine, and people are like, hey, this is happening, you know.
Yeah.
So there is definitely room for everybody, and I don't think, if I look at somebody's work, it's more to be inspired, more like, oh wow, this is really cool, you know. And then but it doesn't necessarily make me feel anywhere like jealous or anything, because like I said, I am fulfilled with myself.
Yes.
I know that my time will come. I believe in my time. I believe in what I'm working on, my strategies. I know it would come. So that alone makes you just relaxed on other people's work.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. It's always good to, you know, just take time to yourself and focus on yourself and actually just invest in yourself.
Yes.
Be good with yourself, honestly, and you will not feel too much of that pressure. What is your message to an upcoming content creator,
yes.
be it black, white, Asian, Indian,
Anyone.
anybody, but especially in Africa? Anybody that's basically trying to do something from Africa.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, you know, out in the rest of the world,
Yeah.
it's booming.
Yeah.
But it's slow in
Yeah.
Africa. Like, so what is your message to anybody that's really aspiring to, you know, get into it?
Okay. My message would be create. You know, if you, like I said, I have this quote where I say, if you stop dreaming, you die. Like, as soon as you stop trying to do something, you know, like you're literally dead. You're a human being, but you're there and you're stuck, and you don't know what is happening. And that kind of death is even worse, because you're alive and you're dead. You need to create. You need to keep doing it till it gets perfect. That's one side. Like create. Just don't think about. I know that there's always about challenges. Maybe I don't have a camera, I don't have a phone, I don't have this, I don't have that. These are the things that we think about. But what do you have? First of all, you think about what I have.
Yeah.
I have 3 things. How can these help? If they can't help you, can I borrow it from someone? Just look at the possibilities first. There are steps in life. You can't just jump from 1 to 13 like straight away. You have to go through the whole process. But as long as you keep creating at every stage, there's an opportunity for the next process.
Yeah.
So if you're at step 1 and then you're able to do some small photography with your iPhone. Yesterday we met an amazing guy, Sam Vox, who's from here, who I love his images, and then he uses his iPhone. And I use a professional camera, and I'm like, wow. Now, at this stage, using that iPhone, he's already made himself go into level 2. He's really prepared for level 2, because level 2, if anything happens and he gets that money to buy the camera, he's world class already.
Yeah.
That's the thing. So create, like just keep creating, because you don't know. Just create the content. Content never dies. That's one thing.
Yeah.
So just keep stalking. There will be a point where it will be important. You never know. See? And then, so create, the more you create, the more you have stock, the more you can produce stuff. And then when you get to the next level where you can actually publish yourself, or you can actually get a client, or you can actually get a big money move, you have your portfolio ready. It's not when the client comes and you be like, give me 2 days to create my portfolio. That is just it. So young African creatives, it's your time. There is so much content in Africa. Create, look at the smallest possibility. If you can travel to Zanzibar, which probably will be very expensive, Togo has amazing beaches. And Togo is just a ride away. You know, so just see how possible these things can happen and then create content.
3 people that inspire you currently.
Oh my God.
I know that's a hard question for you.
That's the hardest question
Because
for me.
there's so many people that inspire you.
Exactly, there's so many people. It's hard.
3.
It's hard, but
Okay, like your top.
yeah, but the people that inspire me are actually not in my field.
Okay, that's fine.
They inspire me based on what they're doing and doing it in their own terms. One is Trevor Noah. Trevor Noah inspires me because he took the Daily Show and then made it his own, you know? He made it in his own terms. And this is what I am doing today. I don't care about what people think about my photography. I am doing what makes me happy. I'm making it my own, and then you get attracted to it. So Trevor Noah is the first person that what's his name? Makes me actually
I hear you though. I hear you because that man. Yes. I feel the same way. So one love Trevor Noah.
Yes.
I know you're gonna watch our video.
Yes.
One of these days. So.
the other two, it's quite funny, but like they actually, one is I know lots of people don't like it.
Come on. Donald Trump?
No way. It's Kanye West.
Praise the Lord. Kanye, well look.
And the reason why I like the reason why I like Kanye West is he's a genius forever, no matter all his his issues. And then I like the fact that he owns up to things that he says. Okay. Even if it's the worst of things that he's saying that is not for the public, he owns up to it. And then as a person in life, you need to take responsibility for things that you say. So if you say something that doesn't make people happy, take responsibility for it and then change it. And then he said, this is my mind and this is my feeling. This is how I am feeling. I'm feeling that this is happening. We don't necessarily have to agree with him, but he owned it as his own. That inspires me to own my, own my words, own what I say, be careful what I say, but at the same time own it. And then if I ever error, I should be able to defend my error to the point that, I don't feel, alone, because that can break you. Yes, so that's Kanye West.
Yes, Kanye West.
Unfortunately, Trevor is the only African. The other person is actually a football coach.
Okay.
Jose Mourinho. I don't know if lots of people know Jose Mourinho.
I don't know Jose, but that's okay. That's alright.
Yes,
inspiration.
Jose is my inspiration because of what he did with football. He came in and said, "I'm the special one." He came in his first year. Yes. He said he was the special one, and then he proved it with trophies. He just came from nowhere into British football, which is the most talked about, and said, "I'm the special one."
Wow.
And then made that special thing happen. Won the league for the first time in 50 years for Chelsea. Won the Champions League twice, two times. And this is what I call, because that's what I would do. I would say that I am this person, and then make that thing happen. I'll say I'm Daron Bandeira. Where do I vision myself in a few years? I can see that I'll be somewhere, and then make those things happen, make those moves to be that person. So I'm a special kid.
Yeah.
But in the long run, I would earn my trophies, just like him. So these are the reasons why they inspire me, and I hope it makes sense to everyone.
No, absolutely, it does, and I suppose this is a really good way to end, the video. Here's a special one. I'm a special one. Lawrence is a special one. All of these lovely people watching are special, and you are the special one. So what we need to do is actually make it happen.
Make it happen.
Okay.
Great.
Wow, thank you so much.
Thank you, pleasure.
You know what to do, guys. I know you're gonna watch this because it's it's education, it's inspiring, and so don't forget to like, to comment, ask Daron some questions if you have any, and he will get back to you. And subscribe and follow all our social media, Facebook, Instagram. We will link his details, we'll link all our details, and have yourself a wonderful day or night. One love.